Today I'm going to talk about certain noises and vibrations that may come from your vehicle that may indicate something is wrong. This is helpful to know, as if you're going down the road and you were to hear something, you would be able to more easily diagnose the problem, and you would not be left out of the dark once you leave your vehicle with your mechanic and wait for his response on what the problem may be. The first thing I'm going to talk about is if you notice excessive vibration in your steering wheel at high speeds. This may be a cause of a misalignment in your wheels. This is something that your dealership would do when they are putting on new tires, and you want to make sure that your wheels are always balanced. So if you do notice that your steering wheel is vibrating excessively, this could be the cause. So you definitely would want to go into your local dealership and have them check your alignment and make sure that that is fixed so you do not notice that excessive vibration at high speeds. If you ever notice a creaking or rattling sound as you're just driving down the road from inside of your cabin, this may mean that one of your body panels or another component of your interior is loose. Now, in many cases, if you go into your local dealership and your vehicle is still under warranty, they will fix this under no charge. So it's definitely a good idea to have these checked before your vehicle is out of warranty. If you're ever coming to a stop and you notice that when you're pressing down the brake, you hear a grinding sound or like a sandpapery sound, this may mean that your brakes are completely shot or just have a little bit of wear. So you definitely want to have this changed and checked as soon as possible, because the more and more that you drive with brakes that sound like that, the more damage you're going to do to them, and it's just going to end up costing more in the long run. It's always a good idea to start up your car and then get out so you know what it sounds like normally when it is just idling. As if you were to get out and you were to hear a large exhaust noise, this may mean that you have an exhaust leak. And basically, your exhaust runs from the front of your engine all the way to the rear to your exhaust pipe. And in this case, in this vehicle, it is a dual exhaust, so there's two exhaust pipes. However, if you were to notice a loud sound coming from underneath your vehicle that sounds like it's exhaust, this may mean that you have an exhaust leak. And this could happen if something were to snap in your exhaust, or if you have an older vehicle, exhaust tend to rust actually. So exhaust leaks, they aren't bad for your engine, but if it annoys you, the louder sound, it's definitely good to have that patched up, and you never really want to be running around with a car with an exhaust leak all the time. Similar to the vibration in your steering wheel, if you notice a rattling coming from your wheels, this may be a cause of a loose lug nut. And this basically would mean that if you had recently changed your tire or you were to get a flat, one of these lug nuts, if just one of these lug nuts is loose, you could hear a rattling noise from inside the cabin, as the wheel would not be on the vehicle correctly and therefore could cause excessive vibration. So if you notice a rattling noise from any of your four wheels, it's definitely a good idea to torque them down to the correct pound-foot that is recommended by your manufacturer. If you ever notice from inside the cabin when you're driving that your hood seems to be making a clunking sound, like it is moving up and down, this may mean that if you had recently closed your hood, you may have not attached the secondary latch. And so in most new vehicles, there is a secondary latch so that if it doesn't close completely, your hood doesn't fly up while you're driving. However, it's definitely good to make sure that your hood is always 100% closed whenever you're driving. If you ever start up your vehicle and you hear a large whining sound from the front of the engine, this could be either your timing belt or your serpentine belt. As you can see here, in this vehicle, the serpentine belt and the timing belt are located very visibly, so it would be easier to tell if this were a problem. However, if you were to notice this, it's definitely good to go into your local dealership or to your mechanic to have this changed or checked, because excessive wear on your timing or serpentine belt could actually lead to them breaking while you were driving, and your engine would completely shut off. So these are very important components to your engine, and you want to make sure that if you notice that high-pitched whining sound, you get that checked as soon as possible.